Let's talk about the big Mac-10. This weapon is extremely effective for building up your economy on T side, and it is going to be something you have to know how to use. You need to learn how to use the Mac-10 in order to be a great Counter-Strike player and understand, how to build up your T sides and how to take space effectively. So today, I'm going to teach you how to use it. I'm going to teach you the strategies behind using the Mac-10, the goods and the bads, the ins and the outs, and just everything in between. So yeah, but before we get into the video, guys, it would help me out so much if you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 10,000 subs, and I'm posting videos every single day, so it'd mean a lot. And also, guys, this video is just another video in the series I'm doing where I'm covering every single weapon inside of Counter-Strike and teaching you how to play it from a pro's perspective. So check out all the other videos if you want to learn how to become the best player possible and learn how to use the guns, because at the end of the day, that's Counter-Strike, is learning how to use the guns. So like I said, let's learn how to use the Mac-10. This weapon is the economy builder. And why do I say that? Why do I say that, guys? It's because when you use the Mac-10, you are going to build up so much cash, right? As you can see down in the bottom right of the screen, it will give you $600 per kill. Now, guess what? $600 per kill? I don't know if you guys saw this, but the Mac-10 costs $1,050. So that means if we get 2 kills with the Mac-10, it already pays for itself, right? So it is an extremely cheap weapon, extremely cheap. It is literally the cheapest SMG on the T side, and in CT side too. It's literally the cheapest SMG in the game, and you get $600 per kill. So you must be like, oh man, the gun must suck. The gun must be awful if it's like that. No, I don't. It's definitely not the worst SMG. It's way better than the PP Bison. It's way more practical than the UMP. Since its price is so cheap, it's better than the P90. This gun is an absolute beast. I don't know why it's so cheap, to be honest, because it's so good. Now, how do we use the Mac-10? How do we take advantage of this kill reward and, all this good stuff? We run in like we are crazy, right? When all of our teammates are throwing flashes, when we're up here, we are running around and jumping in and doing crazy stuff, right? We're using our movement. We're being, players like that, and we are being hard to kill, right? And why is this? Because the jumping accuracy and the moving accuracy on this thing is so good. So when we're going around corners, you can just constantly jump around and spray, right? You can literally just sit here and spray. And from the CT's perspective, they're just going to be getting hounded down. A guy is literally jumping around the corner and destroying them. But remember, guys, there isn't always just positives. So with the Mac-10 being so good at jumping accuracy, running accuracy, it does come with a price, right? And that price is, it is very weak with armor penetration, right? It's very weak with the, doing damage through armor. So when should we buy the Mac-10? We should buy it on the second round after we have already won pistol, or you can buy it on second round if you lost. That's fine, because sometimes the CTs will not be the smartest and they won't have head armor. But regardless, if you won the first round, buying the Mac-10 is your key, because you can jump around, be hard to hit, and even if they do force up pistols, it's going to be hard to hit your head when you're jumping around, in taking advantage of the high movement speed. From their perspective, how are they supposed to 1-dig you? How are they supposed to do that, right? And guys, if they don't have head armor and you get close enough, you can literally one-shot them in the head with a Mac-10. So this gun where you get to run around and do that will one-shot them in the head with the Mac-10. If they don't have body armor, you can literally spam them down so fast, right? If they don't have body armor, you can spam them down and be an absolute menace, right? It takes like 4 bullets or 5 bullets to spam them down depending on your range. So good. It's literally so good. And at the same time, you're building up that eco, like I said. You're literally winning, winning the round. You're getting so much money, and at the end of the day, if you die, it's not that big of an investment. It really isn't. So take advantage of that. Be an absolute maniac when you're using this. I see if you're playing with the Mac-10 and you're sitting here crouching, you're doing something wrong. You should never be crouching holding an angle with the Mac-10. That is just wrong, right? That is just not how you use this gun. As much as you can, be running around, be crazy. I'm not telling you to play dumb. Don't play dumb when you have it. Like, if you need to crouch and shift walk in, do it, right? There's a time and place to be sneaky, right? You can still be sneaky with the Mac-10, but I'm just telling you that's not the strength of the weapon, right? That's not the strength. When you're trying to be sneaky with the Mac-10, all that might happen is somebody's posted with a deagle on the angle you're trying to walk into, and boom, you're dead, right? Versus, if you come around here like a maniac, they're not gonna hit you, man. They're gonna be like, what, you know, they're gonna be like, what? So take advantage of that, because like I said, it's just purely to build up your money so that you can get other guns. Think about the Mac-10 like that. The Mac-10 is not the weapon you want to be using for the whole game, but it is the weapon you want to be using to get that AK. Well, this isn't SG. To get that AK, to get that op. And that's why a lot of oppers actually do get the Mac-10 second round, so that they can build that economy. This, if you ever have a teammate, say you guys have 4 AKs and one person has a Mac-10, and you know the other team is on eco, one of the most underrated things you can do too is a lot of times the CTs are going to stack a site, so you can use that Mac-10 to scout in somewhere. Use the Mac-10 as a scout, right? Because they invested less. It doesn't matter as much if they die. So they can be like, hey, Kojo, go run out A and get info for us. So I run out here and I'm like, oh, dude, there's 5 people stacked on site. So now my teammates with AKs can run and take bomb to the other site without having to die like I might have died, right? Or on the other hand, they're like, hey, Kojo, go scout in A site and see if anything's there. And I come through here, I'm running in. I'm like, guys, there is nothing here. There's nothing here, right? And then my teammates know that they can come into the A site and plant the bomb. And boom, I already am flanking. I'm already flanking the other team. And then I can catch them off guard and get all of the money, right? I can get all of that cash. I can build up my bank. I can get that up, and we're going to be set for the rounds. So, you know, at the end of the day, as brainless as this Mac-10 is, as much as you need to run in like an absolute maniac, it can actually be a weapon where some of the smartest players need to use it, right? Because it is actually takes skill to do this kind of stuff, right? You know, finding out where the stack is, finding out where you should be pushing, when you shouldn't. It's very hard to learn, and it's something you need to understand, because it's not always just, oh, run in and see how much damage you can do. No, sometimes it's like, let me go in and see if, you know, we can find where the stack is, because at the end of the day, it's very effective. And, you know, like I said, guys, you can keep the Mac-10 on rifle rounds. Just understand you're probably going to get mowed down. When you have the Mac-10 on rifle rounds, guys, you should be treated as an entry. So if we're going to exec B site, all the nades are coming in, my teammates should be right behind me, and I should be creating space. Since my gun is so weak now because they have armor, they have M4s, that, you know, they have ops, my job should just be to create space. So if my teammates are flashing in, I should just be jumping in, like, you know, trying to get kills, but mostly just trying to throw off the crosshair of the CTs that are posted on these angles, right? So the flashes come in, and I should be jumping around so that they're blind and they have to start shooting me. If they have to start shooting me over here, boom, all of a sudden, if they're doing that, my teammates can literally come in here and trade that out. I might die, but the CTs are only going to get 1 because their crosshairs have to be over here. So when you have that Mac-10 on gun rounds, use it like a distraction, right? Get your kills, be a maniac, but use it like a distraction. And your goal should be to get as close as possible to the CTs, right? So if we do that, we can 2-shot them in the head. Our Mac-10 actually becomes an M4 at that point if we have good aim. We can 2-shot them in the head and boom, take their gun. You know, take their gun right away, and then now we have a rifle, right? We have an M4 that we can use to win the round. So, you know, you got to be smart when you use the Mac-10 on a gun round, because it can be hard. But yeah, guys, that's my guide on how to use the big Mac-10. It's an extremely valuable weapon to know how to use, and I want you guys to share this video with your teammates, with your friends, and teach them how to use this gun, because it can be very effective. And shout out to every single one of you guys that watched the end of this video. Go ahead and comment down below Burger King, and I'll know that you watched this video, and you know, I'll know that you're a real one. So let me know what weapon you want to see me cover next. I will be in Romania by the time, no, not by the time you see this, but maybe, but we're going to Romania soon. So I got to pre-record lots of content. So lots of good stuff coming to you guys, and look forward to that. So I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.